feel like you need to understand code first. It just consumes your mind all the time. It depends if I think the exit is worth it. Are you shipping or are you just yapping?
At 18, most people are still figuring out their major. Claudia Wong is building an AI startup. When I met her at the Lovable Hackathon last month, her team had just crushed the 20 other teams to take first place. I knew I had to get her story.
Today, this is episode 1 of my new series, Hanley Talk AI's 20 Under 20. Today, I have with me Claudia.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm from Hong Kong, and currently I study computer science in Cornell.
Claudia, what's the wallpaper on your phone?
This is one of Hanley's favorites, and it's actually from like a secret society or like kind of an underground society in Cornell.
What does it say?
It says, are you shipping or are you just yapping? Which sometimes I find myself kind of guilty of.
So what does that mean to you?
Because like a lot of people in like this time and space, they just talk about like, oh, like what they're gonna do, but they never really go hands on it, even if it's vibe coding. Like there's always like a friction to like from your thoughts to your action, which really separates people in the long run.
How did you live by that saying today?
One of our old startup ideas was some sort of like test case generation thing. So I started vibe coding that actually. Maybe to my co-founder's surprise.
I actually met Claudia at a hackathon where her and her team won the hackathon. What did you guys build and what was your part on the project?
What we did was basically like a advent calendar for Christmas. So the hackathon was Christmas themed. What we did was it was like a voting system. So firstly, you can send like a link to your friends. There's like a bunch of questions you can kind of answer. So maybe like, oh, like what animal does your friend remind you of? Like that sort of thing. And then you can send it to like as many friends as you want. Yeah, panda. Wait, how did you know I voted that for him?
For him?
Yeah.
Ready?
I think I gave you panda.
Eddie's the panda. What does she remind you of?
I put owl because
She reminds you of an owl?
owl represents the wrong.
Yeah, I'm like
You're
kind of
chipmunk.
philosophical. That's kind of like the product is like a link. So after the link, you get to see your results. So like 9 days before Christmas, every single day you would get like one result. So one day you would get like, oh, maybe the animal your friends thought you were. Maybe another day would be like the color like they think you represent, like that sort of thing. So it's meant to be like interactive.
What do you think was the secret to your team's success that you guys won the hackathon?
I think it's like, especially within the short time frame of a hackathon, like a lot of people like ditch the complexity. I guess like we tried to retain the complexity of our initial idea.
You think people ditched the complexity, but you guys didn't,
Yeah.
and that's why yours was better.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you didn't succumb to the pressure of the ticking clock, basically.
Kind of. I guess it's kind of like a bet as well, because if you don't finish in time, then you have nothing. But the chances of you winning isn't even that high to begin with, so I think it's like a good chance to.
You're like, just like, F it, we're just gonna build something cool, even if we
Yeah.
don't finish. For beginners that are just getting into AI, like how would you suggest people get into AI? A lot of people ask me nowadays, like,
Getting into AI.
how can I start learning about AI?
I feel like you need to understand code first. Just go learn some Python on maybe like
Learn
Code
some what?
Academy or something. Learn some Python.
Okay.
Like if you don't understand how code works, you definitely don't understand how AI works.
What about people that don't want to learn the code?
Then if you're not even willing to take this first step, then you're definitely not going to learn AI.
But everyday people can use AI. They don't.
Oh, you mean the application of AI, not understanding it?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Oh, I
a lot of
see.
people like don't even use like any AI chatbots at this point. Like they don't have no idea where to start.
If that's
But they're
case,
hearing about like AI.
So you
AI.
mean just like knowing how to use the AI tools?
Yeah, even like your mom or dad.
Just like stop thinking, just try the tool. Like first try all the LLMs out there. Most people have only tried like a few of them. One of my really good friends in high school that really inspired me was that like every time, because you know there's so many tools out there in CS,
Yeah.
like whenever like we mention a tool like anywhere or anyhow, like she'd search it up instantly and like log in and like
Try it
sign
out.
up and try it immediately. And
But
that's
there's
like
so many.
Yeah,
So like
but
if
it's the
you
mindset.
to do that, you're basically gonna become an AI tester like every day
for
of your
sure.
life.
But at that point in time, we were still students, so I guess I wasn't like that bombarded. But it's kind of like the spirit. If you do it like 60% of the time, I think it's already like really good.
Okay. So when you hear about stuff, like don't talk about it, just go and try it.
Yeah, just try it.
My friend Tracy, she knows nothing about AI. She's not a computer person at all. She asked where to get started. If you had one specific place, like a specific product that she should get started with, what would you
specific
suggest?
product. Well, you could try Lovable, I think.
Go try Lovable, Tracy. Not sponsored. Lovable, sponsor me, please. Where do you currently go to school and what are you studying?
Yeah, I currently go to Cornell University and I study computer science.
And what's your favorite class?
Surprisingly, it's not a CS class.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I actually like the philosophy class I'm taking.
That's great, philosophy. I mean, I worked at Apple, right?
Yeah.
And like we at Apple take pride on being at the crossroads, computer science and humanities. So maybe that's why we connect, because we
Maybe
both
that's why.
What are your career plans?
Yeah, so the career plan is definitely pursuing my startup full-time at some point. Like, I'm still a student, but hopefully sometime before I graduate, we get into like a decent accelerator, and then we'll be able to go full-time off that. Yeah. The passion plan is a sweet, but yeah.
What was I doing at your age? I think I was in a
you've gotten
fraternity.
such a-
I was in a fraternity and going to parties, I think. Impressive. What kind of things are you doing already to start to pursue your like career goal?
So I feel like firstly it's just like meeting a lot of people in the space, like meeting Hanley for one. Yeah. Or like some of it would be just like attending events. So like today we actually just came off like a networking event called like AI Tinkers in Hong Kong. Another thing would be like participating in hackathons, like start like
Or
building,
winning
like,
hackathons.
winning hackathons, like, hopefully more in the future, and like more stuff, like maybe like more hackathons in the future, building just more stuff you like just randomly think of, and like I'm doing like an intern at like a Cornell startup
That's
as
cool.
well. So just like getting as much experience as you possibly can.
So how do you balance your entrepreneurial goals and school?
You don't really, I think.
Yeah.
There's always like give and take. Like most of our founders that succeed, like they kind of go all in. They're very committed and like.
So where do you make sacrifices? Which one do you sacrifice?
I think I sacrificed my GPA a bit.
Yeah.
And I sacrifice perhaps. I feel like it's just like mental space. I feel like once you start dabbling in the startup space and you have like an actual idea in your head, like it just consumes your mind all the time. So
24/7. Yeah.
yeah, it's like you go to sleep with like a million thoughts in your head about whether your product's actually gonna work or not. Yeah. So I think it's sacrificing the concentration you have for all of the components of your life, which includes like family, friends, school, like self-improvement in the areas that aren't related to career.
Do you think it's even worth it for people to go to college anymore?
That is actually Hanley's hot take. He thinks
I don't think it's worth
Yeah.
I can't say I don't think it's worth it. I think for like, if you're like in something that requires like physical equipment to train, like you want to go work for ASML someday or something, yeah, you probably need to go to some kind of school that gets you access. But there's other ways too. You could apply for internships. So what's your take?
My take is that it's worth your time, but not worth all 4 years.
So how many years?
I'd say like if condensed enough, like
If your
2.5?
mom sees this, she's not gonna be happy.
yeah, maybe not.
Are you
but
gonna drop out then?
Perhaps not. I feel like at the end of the day, like I can choose the classes that actually interest me, and like
Yeah.
to some extent, like because Cornell's like known for like having a very wide variety of classes, and like I wouldn't have the opportunity to learn a lot of the stuff they teach. And so if I choose wisely, I would still go. But also, obviously it depends on the school. Like you can carefully evaluate whether you think the school is worth your time after you go there.
Are you a vibe coder?
I'd say like most of the time I start off with vibe coding and then trying to understand the code base throughout.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't even bother anymore.
really.
Yeah, I just let it do its thing.
But I feel like as you're debugging, you kind of need to though.
When you need to, you do. But yeah, I only do when I need to.
Really, I
It's
think
crazy.
it's because Hanley is already technical enough. So to him, like
That's
there's
true.
like dots
That's
that
true.
like match
Yeah.
that don't make sense to us.
Well,
yet.
because I'm like watching it as it's coding, right? So
I see.
yeah, I can read the matrix because I'm a long-time full stack engineer. Yeah. So how do you fix things when the AI gets stuck?
How do I fix things?
Like, have you ever been in one of those loops where it just like tries to fix it and then it just keeps on undoing. And the next thing you know, it's like 2 hours and it still hasn't fixed it.
Yeah, sometimes I switch models.
Okay.
I think that helps. Sometimes like like right click inspect, paste the console debug message into
Well, that's like baseline.
yeah, that's like
you
very
still get
baseline.
stuck, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes I ask my technical co-founder,
Yeah,
who
Eddie.
is very technical and is really good at debugging.
Eddie, say hi. Eddie's a superstar coder.
Hi.
Everyone say hi.
Hi to
This
the
is Eddie.
channel.
He's
Nice
a
to meet you.
game developer and
Used to be.
Still can be.
and partner with Claudia.
Yeah.
We're co-founder.
What's your battle station like, hardware and software? What's your coding station like? You don't
Like
know the
it's
term.
literally just a laptop, nothing
Yeah.
fancy. But if you do something slightly fancier, Eddie always has like a separate monitor up because like he
for
just
his
like
laptop.
yeah he likes
Like he
as many
carries a
monitors.
monitor in his backpack or something.
Yeah, he does. He
It's like a
probably has it
foldable
today.
one.
Yeah, like what a developer thing to do, right? Like even in the school library, he chooses a library with like 3 monitors in front of him.
People do that at Starbucks now. Have you seen that? they'll be sitting at Starbucks with like
Like
two
three.
monitors, yeah, 3 monitors. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. And then what software do you
What
use
software?
for your development?
Currently, I'm using Cursor,
Okay.
but in the future, very near future, I'm probably gonna like use Cloud Code. Like once I get back to the US and not restricted by the VPN.
All right, now we're gonna get to a little bit funner questions. iPhone or Android?
iPhone,
Okay. Laptop or desktop?
laptop,
Okay. Mac, PC, or Linux for your desktop?
Mac.
Oh, cool. See, that's why we get along. See, you're not one of those Android people. If you had one thing to say to Tim Cook right now, what would you say?
Except for the iPhone, like which product are you like most proud of?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what he's proud of. I would love to ask him too. Might be Apple Watch, maybe. I don't know. He's really into health. So he thinks, yeah, it might be Apple Watch.
Perhaps. I wonder if like they'd release more like health applications.
Yeah,
in the future.
they're definitely trying, right?
Are they
the-
doing like BCI related?
He once said that the future of Apple, the big growth, is going to be in health. Yeah, because like one of the stories is when Steve Jobs passed away, he had like cancer and stuff, right? And like he discovered that the medical industry was just a total effing mess. So
Wow.
like he kind of like one of the things he set his team mission on was to solve health with technology.
Nice.
Like once he's
Watch out
gone.
for Apple.
Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Entrepreneur.
All right, but you're already that.
Cereal.
You're already that though. Oh, cereal. There you go.
Cereal. Yeah.
Okay, serial entrepreneur. Multiple exits, multiple billion-dollar exits.
Doesn't even have to be exits. They could just be running in the background.
Okay.
If it's
Would you
a-
rather have an exit or would you rather have them keep them all?
Well, I
Do you
feel
want
like
to hoard them or do you want to exit?
it depends if I think the exit is worth it. You know, it's
Okay.
all about like how much you value your own company and how much the valuation is, and you like work out.
What would you say to the 30-year-old Claudia?
30-year-old,
Yeah, leave a message for your 30-year-old Claudia.
don't stop trying new things.
Okay.
Just because you're 30. Yeah.
And then what advice would you give to youngsters that are starting to look at AI and CS as a potential major or career path?
Youngsters.
Well, it doesn't have to be a young person actually. It's anyone thinking about getting into AI or CS as a career path.
Like, I feel like so much of like CS, because I actually started like CS related things quite late.
Yeah.
Like, so much about it, it's like, it's low-key like a black hole that you just kind of have like belief, because I feel like the learning curve kind of goes like kind of steep, and then you kind of get more, and then it gets like really flatter. It's like kind of like the first curve is like kind of steep. So it's like having faith that like you're doing what you're doing is like worth your time. Yeah.
All right, last bit. You know the red flag, green flag game, right? You know what red flags
Yeah.
and green flags are. Okay. Use this ChatGPT for everything.
Red flag.
Likes to wear meta glasses.
Red flag.
Has a YouTube channel.
Green flag.
All right, yay.
For sure.
I got the green flag. Okay. Uses emojis in their code.
Green flag. Why not?
That's interesting. I talked to 2 friends, technicals, and they were like total ick, red flag on the emojis and code.
Is it red flag for you? Emojis in your code?
What do you mean by emojis?
People use them like using a smiley face as a variable name.
Oh no, definitely red.
Or
Oh,
like,
you mean in your variable name? I thought I just. I
or even
Or
just in
in
comments,
comments.
or even just in comments.
feel like comments are fine.
No,
Not even in comments.
be professional.
Comments are fine. Maybe not variable.
I'm with you actually. Like
Yeah.
it's just a new form of communication, right? Like you didn't like it. Uses a monitor in vertical mode.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, you got the green flag. One of these people that thinks all this AI stuff is just stupid.
Red flag. Because like, I don't think it's like about what your opinion is. It's more about like how much you know about it. Because like a lot of people make opinions or they verbalize opinions that aren't substantiated. So it's about like if you're like really expert and you say like it's like shit, like which is quite improbable to begin with, then I guess like I'd like to hear your reasoning behind it.
All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you again. This is Claudia Wong. Remember the name and that you saw her here first.
Wow, very honored. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was super fun.